Hey everyone, welcome back to Iguana Gaming. I'm the Iguana, and today, guys, we are back with some more ARK Survival Evolved Mobile Edition. Today, guys, we are back on the Foot Soldier series, and we are at a place where I think I am going to want to start building something of a more permanent house. Now, I love the raft house. It is fantastic for going around, cooking up metal, doing what we need to do. However, I do definitely want to build a greenhouse and a place for a fabricator and all of that stuff to kind of house bigger materials in a more permanent location. I'm kind of looking for good areas for that. I think I'm going to try to build that over here because there is quite a bit of flat ground. There is this lovely little river here, so it would be really easy to basically get this greenhouse situated and piped without it being too much of a headache, I think. So that's kind of the goal. I think I'm going to build it like right here. It is a little ways up from the actual coast, but, you know, I think it's worth a little bit of a run up to have some flat ground and have it be kind of nice. Or maybe I'll build it over here. This is also flat, and I can just pipe it into the ocean. That would be better, I think. Yeah, we'll build it right here. I'd like to have it closer to the ocean just because that is how I move around on this map, and I think that is the play. And every level I have at this point is going into movement speed because movement speed is the way when you are on foot all the time. It is so much faster. How much of these can I carry? That many? Actually, we're fine. And I am, of course, wearing our new piece of flak, which is lovely. Absolutely love this thing. Feel a lot stronger, feel a lot safer, and it's definitely good to be here, so I'm glad to have that. Yeah, this area looks good. This area looks relatively flat. I do think I'm going to try building it from the low side up and see how far we can go. I want this to be a rather large greenhouse. That's kind of the goal for today, is to get a big enough greenhouse that I can actually do something with it. Because having a big greenhouse means I'll be able to put more crops in here, which means I'll be able to grow more berries. Because it takes far, far too long to grow berries, or to pick berries by hand for like med brews and stimulants. So this is my solution, is to just make a nice big greenhouse as much as I can. I'm gonna need more foundations. I may have underestimated how many things I needed. We may have to do a lot of clever crafting here. Maybe a thing. That's okay, though. I wish there was, like, a third inventory. Something like a smithy, but for structure specifically, so I didn't have to worry about all of these. Yeah, I have a few pre-made, but I didn't have quite enough. Let's transfer this over. We'll take, like, 700 of that, all of that. Oh, I'm almost out of stone, too. I'm, like, the most not watching it. I think I took too much wood. There. There we go. That'll do. Okay, let's make a few more of these. It's gonna take a little bit, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run to have that extra bit of space there. I'm also gonna go ahead and make myself a greenhouse door because I do want one of those. And I do have some stuff set up here for a stairway into it, so hopefully it'll be a nice looking greenhouse as well. That's one of the things I would like to have. I'm gonna need to smash so many more rocks. You get tired of smashing rocks after a while on a series where you don't have any dodics. Let me tell you, the dodics make a huge difference, guys. But I'm gonna suffer through, because this is a Foot Soldier series, and it wouldn't be right if we didn't go all the way. Alright, we are about to level up as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Speed. At least we'll move a little quicker. Alright, let's go ahead and dump this stuff back in here for now. 12 more foundations. We'll check and see where we're at after this. I may take a quick break to go get more mats, but we should be okay. We should be okay. I don't think we're gonna go too much further. I want this to be big, but I also know that I'm not gonna have room for, like, all the mats in the world, unfortunately. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Maybe I'll have one more foundation. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these are 7 across. That's not too bad. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 5 across. I'm gonna see. Might get a little bit steep if I go one more. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna bring the boat a little closer as well, and I'm gonna smash these rocks real quick, guys. I will bring you back in a little bit when we have this stuff ready to go. Bear with me while I do all this. Okay, guys, so foundation is done. We have kind of a 7x6 here. Not the biggest thing in the world, but I do think it's going to be big enough for what I want it to do. Now, the next bit here is going to get a little bit interesting because I made one too many, actually. What I want to do, and this is where things get a little funky, is I actually want to create sort of an under area for this greenhouse. I want to be able to pipe and put electricity beneath everything. Now, that's a bit of a tall order, I think, but hopefully it will work out all right. I need to put a door down here somewhere so I can access it as well. Probably going to do that on the backside, I think, just to be able to wander around down here and see all the pipes and stuff should be good. So this whole area is going to be filled in. Let's go ahead and start filling this in. I'm going to need more walls. I'm probably going to need to take various breaks and get more stone as we go along because I do need a lot more structures than I thought I was going to need, or at least than I had built up. But that's how building goes for me. I tend to underestimate stuff. Let's go ahead and do this. And stone is unfortunately hard to come by. One here. One here. And one here. And then I think that'll be our door underneath. I may do one on this side. Nah. It will drive me crazy because it won't be symmetrical. We'll just have one door to the underside here. And then we'll have like a big door up top. Will be the goal. Yeah, there we go. I just need to be able to get to the area down there because I'm going to put a, what is it called? Generator down there. That's the end goal. Yeah, I definitely do not have enough walls for this. Do we have any stone left? Let me see. I have a little stone left now. Hopefully I can do something with this. I'm going to make my door first. Do this. Okay, and then we'll make a few more walls. Fingers crossed. We are not going to have enough, but hopefully you guys will at least be able to get the idea of what I'm going for with this. There we go. I want to get this thing mostly built. I don't even have tintoberry seeds yet, which I definitely need tintoberry seeds to be able to make this a functional greenhouse. That is kind of the thing I want the most, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is... I made too many walls again. I wasn't thinking. That's how it goes. It's not going to be the world's biggest greenhouse, but it's just me. It's okay. I may also put compost bins down here. That's another thing I can do. Have a bunch of compost bins down and then have there be a path up to the actual greenhouse, hopefully out here. I don't know how well this is going to work, so bear with me, guys. I've not tried to build a full, like, staircase up before to something, so hopefully this works. Let me grab these. Don't know how this is gonna work or look or anything, but hopefully good. Can I build these up one more? I can. Beautiful. Awesome. That is exactly what I wanted, actually. This little crawl space under here, I will probably see what I can do about filling that in or blocking it so you can't see it. But this is actually what I wanted to do, and I'm grateful that these snap 2 walls like that. That makes me very happy. Okay, let's grab our ceilings and start filling that in a little bit. I'm actually okay with not getting all of these down today. I just kind of want to get an idea of where they're going to go. And I am going to leave a little bit of space for where the generator's going to go, because I think the generator will actually be bigger than one wall. I think I'm going to put it in like the far corner. But this way I'll be able to hide all of the water pipes and all of the electricals from the greenhouse. They won't show up here until I bring them up through the floor. So that's kind of the idea. So just have it be nice and hidden, which I think is going to look better and make me far more comfortable than not. All right, let's grab some walls and start getting a structure on this thing. Fingers crossed that it looks good. We'll grab these. We'll grab some of these. Hopefully I have enough walls to do this. I think I'm going to make it 1, 2, 3, 6. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. I think I'm going to put 2 doors here. So I'll leave some space for one. All right. And then walls are going to go here, here. Please be even. There. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Everything looks good. It's nice and even. This might actually work. Fingers crossed. Oh, I love it. Okay. I think this is actually going to work out really well. And then we'll have the door up here for the main actual greenhouse area. Yes. Beautiful. This is going to look good, guys. I'm very positive about the way this greenhouse is going to turn out at the moment. This may be a multi-part build just because it's going to take time to get everything kind of laid out, structured the way I want it, and then actually all of the structures placed in here, as well as I'm going to have to go pick like 1,000 plants to get a tinto berry seed. Those are just not common when you're not getting, when you're not using a tame. So that could be a bit of a trick, but we'll do our best. Now what I want to do here is I want to have like a sloped ceiling in a little bit. So, okay. Let me think about this. Where do I want this to go? I think one ceiling and then a slope ceiling and then a flat ceiling. Do I want these only one wall high? I think I do. Okay. I'm only going to have these be 1 wall high. So these are going to go... I will get this. Yeah, like that. It's going to be kind of long and low. Typical greenhouse structure. Nothing super fancy this time around. Partially because mats are expensive and partially because I'm the most lazy. And I'm running out of greenhouse walls as well. And crystal is not easy to come by hand, I will say. Let's grab 1 more of these. And 1 more of these. Okay, so I should be able to make some... Let's make 1 each of those, and then we'll make some slope ceilings. I don't know how many I'm going to need. We'll go with 14 right now. Hopefully that's plenty. All but 1 of those, because I'm going to need it for over the door. And then I can continue filling in the actual area down beneath, like with the stone ceilings. I can fill in the floor later because I have a foundation here, which is good. Alright, grab these. Not those. Some of these. Okay, let's start assembling this greenhouse a little bit. Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit of a rough, funky build the way I'm building it, but I think it'll end up looking pretty good. And the most important thing for me on this series is that it be functional, so that's the main goal with this. As long as I don't punch things, we'll be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this. I'm not going to be able to reach that, but it's okay. This side. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start putting on these slope ceilings. Start from the back, I think. Oh! Forgot about the ceiling. There we go. Okay. Coming together. Okay. Now, do I still like the way it looks long and low like that? I could go one more sloped up. Give it a real slant. We'll see. I want to get the greenhouse structures in place first before I decide what to do. If I want to make that middle ceiling area higher, I could do it for sure. I think it would still look really good because it is going to be a rather large greenhouse. But let me test this. Ah, no. I don't need an animated raptor costume. I can't even tame them. Let's go this way. Okay, so let's grab this here. Put in the rest of these ceilings. Beautiful. Okay. Do I want it to be one taller? It would be very tall in the center. But if I don't, it's going to be kind of low level. Do I like the way it looks? Do I want it low and flat? I'm going to go low and flat. I almost never do low flat builds. We're going to do that this time around. It's going to be very, very different for me. A very different build than I normally do. Alright, I guess we go around. Not having my floor is useful, but also not. There we go. I only need 2 more of these. Was I actually spot on? I was. Oh, that makes me happy. Yeah. I like it so far. I think it's good. If it really bothers me later, I will build it up more, but I don't think it will bother me so much that I will do that because that is a lot of time and resources. I'm going to need so many more than 12 greenhouse ceilings here. I can only make 3 more. What am I going to run out of first? Crystal? It's always crystal. That's okay. Like I said, this will be most of a build today. This is going to be like greenhouse part 1, and then we will do a greenhouse part 2 later with the rest of the build. And some of the actual structures in it once we get there. But for now, this is where we're going to be. And I think that's okay to do builds in 2 parts, particularly when they're this big. And they're like expensive builds like this one is going to be. Particularly without tames. Yeah, you know what? I like it. I like it low and flat. Wasn't sure I would, but I actually do. Genuinely. Okay, let's grab the rest of these. Oh, I'm the most out of mats now. It took so long to gather. Okay. It's okay. I can deal. I can deal. It's gonna be fine. I got it. It's fun though. I'm actually enjoying this series quite a bit, guys. The Foot Soldier series is very different. It is a lot more work than your typical ARK series, but I think it's gonna be certainly worth it in the long run. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get a fabricator up in here. I'm just gonna make this kind of also my workshop for now, at least until I hit tech tier, because I do want to get to tech tier on here eventually. I need spark powder. I was making spark powder for this. There we go. Let's take our 50. I'm gonna go ahead and make the fabricator real quick. I'm also the most out of hide, so I'm gonna need that for the gas. But I'm gonna make the fabricator because we're gonna place it in here. See how this works. I'm gonna do some trimming and cleaning up of this build as well. I think this is too tall to place down low because it'll stick through the ceiling. Yeah, very much so. It'll stick through the ceiling. So we'll place it up top. Oh, it's huge. Okay. We'll place it over in the corner where it's less obnoxious. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Cool. And then I'm going to place a bunch of compost bins down low. I don't even know if I actually have those learned. Let's go ahead and search for that. Compost bin. Open to crafting. Let's see. Wood, thatch, and fiber. If they are shorter than 1 ceiling, those are all going down below. If they're bigger than that, I'm going to make like a separate area for the compost bins. Because if I can't hide them, I'm going to put them in an entirely different building. That is the goal. I don't want them everywhere. want them sticking up and ruining the look of this build, because I actually do want the interior to be clean and pretty-ish. Even if it isn't, like, as complex as most of my builds. But I'm gonna need so many of these, because it is gonna be a challenge. Let's go ahead and make 6 for now. Because I can't get dung beetles, guys, I am going to have these compost bins running basically 24/7 to keep up with the number of crop plots I think I'm going to need to grow the berries I need. So it's going to be really tricky to do this. I basically have to have an endless supply of fertilizer, and that's going to be hard to get when you don't have any tames. I'm going to have to really start picking up poop out in the world. That's going to be a thing, and then my own poop as well. Whatever I can get my hands on basically is gonna go in these compost bins and hopefully be functional for us. Alright, let's just see if these are gonna stick through. They are definitely not. They are just short enough, which is perfect. I love it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this. Right there. I may even make more than this at some point, so I'm just gonna start packing them in here. Getting some thatch and doing what I can to start building up the fertilizer until I can get crops going. And I know you're gonna go here. Oh, I like totally lost where this was gonna be. There we go. Got it. Got it. Yes. All the compost bins. Not bad. I actually really like it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna place them pretty far down this side. We'll see how it ends up looking, but I definitely want those in here. They're gonna be super useful. It's gonna be good. I may also even put lights in this greenhouse to make it like nice and pretty and bright, since it is getting very dark on the island at the moment. But yeah, I need to go collect more crystal and a bunch more stone. Actually more materials in general. But so far, guys, not a bad start to the actual greenhouse build. I think it's gonna end up looking pretty good. We'll probably finish it up in the next one. So yeah, guys, I do think that is actually going to do it for today's episode. So if you did find yourself enjoying this one at any point, guys, please do remember to hit that like button, because it seriously helps me out. And if you want to see more content like this, you can, of course, subscribe. I will catch you all in the next one. Signing off. This is the Iguana.